smells like nachos. That's probably because I had nachos last night. That makes sense. Good morning, how are you? I hope you're doing well. It's another coffee morning. I can't believe it's almost the weekend. Isn't that crazy? Can we just come out of a weekend? We got in around like 11:30 Monday night. I didn't get home until like 12:30, so. But we really didn't lose a Monday. I mean, the Monday was part of the weekend. It was a Friday, actually, come to think of it. So it was an interesting weekend last weekend for us. And I'm sure repeated in infinity for a lot of people. The Guatemalan notes of honey and orange with a clean finish, and it does have that clean finish. I really like the finish of this coffee. Let's do this as just a oh shoot, I didn't spritz. I forgot to spritz like the idiot. I shouldn't do it in there, but I'm gonna do it in there. Because it is possible to do it in there, it's just that the beans are gonna stick. Hopefully the vibrations will cut down on the stickage. Bean stick. Gotcha! I need to clean that thing out now. Which makes sense. I didn't get a filter. Oh, to have a crew to make that work so it doesn't look like garbage. Yeah. Guatemalan roast. All blitzed up and ready to go. A nice medium grind with a beautiful smell. There probably will be a point where I'll have to purge the cabinet because everything gets down fairly low, and I think I've enjoyed it enough. And I do want to get more coffee from different places. The problem is my coffee cabinet's kind of full. There's a lot of coffee up in there, and I probably should go through it and get rid of some of it. Ooh, hang on. I washed the little dish thingy, so when the water escapes, well, it's a spoon holder, really, but it catches the water really well. So, because I may have filled it up a little bit too high. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't realize it. So, okay, well, today's pretty boring. I can't tell you about the last thing I really want to touch on. I'll probably say stuff about Minnesota and Minneapolis over the next couple of weeks as things pop up into my head. But we went to the Mall of America, and it's a mall. It's a mall with a giant amusement park in the middle of it, which was very interesting. It wasn't crowded, which is nice. I think we got in on Friday, got there about noon. Was able to actually check in because our room had already been ready. So usually check-in's around 3, but they were nice enough to say, hey, your room's ready. I know it's 1:30, but your room's ready. Let's you guys can take it and go put your stuff away. So that was nice. The Royal Sonesta in downtown Minneapolis, a nice hotel. We were on the 16th floor. Which the 17th floor is the last floor, and it's the fitness area. But 16th floor and our room, and I should have took a picture of it because it was wild. The room faced a facade that the windows were not clear, but they were opaque, so light went through. And it was basically the atrium area or the lobby area, but the lobby area extended up 16 floors. So that part of the side of the building was just a facade, and there were no rooms attached to the windows facing whatever direction that was, which might have been another building, so it really didn't matter that much. But it was very interesting. So our room did not have a view to the outside. And he said 2 things. One, there's no view to the outside, so you won't get any sun. We got we didn't get any direct sunlight, but we got a lot of nice filtered light, and it made sleeping much better. We didn't have to get up early to do anything, so sleeping in a little bit during a vacation, always look forward to doing that. So we were able to, and that's absolutely fantastic. And then he forgot the second thing, so it really didn't matter that much. That was kind of funny. Two things. Oh, wait, I've forgotten the second one. It's okay. But the room was nice. Shower was a little goofy. It had a nice, strong overhead blaster that went straight down, but then it also had a wand, and the wand was broken. It wouldn't turn on. You would turn everything into a certain way, and the water would still be running somewhere, but it would be shut off, and I don't know what was happening. It was strange. But bathroom was nice. The room was great, 2 queen beds. Very comfortable. Actually, probably the most comfortable hotel beds I've ever been in. It was really kind of nice. Didn't sleep well because you were in a hotel and everything was different, and Dad was snoring several feet away from me, which I can't do, but whatever, it's fine. So anyway, so Royal Sonesta was really great. And we were able to put our bags, or we would get our bags and everything in the room, get checked in, and then we just went to the Mall of America. We took the tram. Tram went directly to the Mall of America was the last stop, because then it started going back the other way. For that particular tram, and we were in the basement of Mall of America. I know it's a large mall. I don't know if it's the largest mall in America anymore, even though I do know that malls are kind of dying on the vine right now. We have a mall to the east, Tuttle Mall, I think, that has just as many shops with nothing in them as they do shops with stuff in them. There are some sections of the mall there where it's just a stretch of dark and empty shops. So I think malls are kind of going away. There weren't any empty places in the Mall of America, though. I can tell you that right now. It was full and bustling, and it was nice, very clean. Had food all over the place. Had a wonderful smoothie at a bubble tea place, and it was really nice. It was a nice place, but as I was going to say, I'm pretty sure the mall in Medellin was a lot bigger. So it was just very interesting to think about. Going back, looking, we didn't even cover the entire mall when we went for a walk in there. There were 6 floors in that mall. Spread out, and then a movie theater complex attached to it. It was an absolutely fantastic, interesting place. One of the few places in Medellin where we heard English being spoken every couple of feet. So, which was an interesting experience after 2 days of either no English or slightly broken English. So it was fascinating. They had giant roller coasters, a Nickelodeon-themed amusement park right in the center, had an arcade, which I thought was really cool. They had an Appa roller coaster, it was one of those ridey cars that go up and down, but you could fly with Appa, which I thought was pretty cool. I think there were almost 2 roller coasters in there. Not huge by any stretch of the imagination, but definitely pretty cool indoor roller coasters. And then just food everywhere and shops everywhere. So yeah, it was there. I was a little disappointed, though, because I went there and saw on the map that there was a store for Prince. It had guitars on the walls and music and whatnot, and I either it doesn't exist anymore or I just could not find it. I'm almost afraid it doesn't exist anymore because it's like, oh gosh, Prince, that would be amazing. Let's go look at these guitars. And then I'm pretty sure it was an AT&T store, so. Or a T-Mobile store or something disappointing like that. So, oh well, it's all right. We got to see that beautiful mural, huge tall mural of Prince in downtown Minneapolis. I like that a lot. So it was pretty cool. But yeah, Mall of America. It's a thing. The outside is, at least when you come through the tram, you go in and then you're at sub-level 1, and you're surrounded by the parking lot and everything. The outside of the building on that side is very boring. It's just a giant brown and gray block thing. And I did kind of wonder what the front looked like, but I mean, I wasn't that curious to go find the front and go out the front. So, because it was a pretty big place. We went up both sets of floors. It was 4-story, like in the center, but it was more eateries on the 3rd floor and then the movie theater on like the 3rd and 4th floor. So it was just kind of like almost like a 2-level dealio. So, and it was just really funny to think that Medellin built on the side of the hill with a river running through the middle of it, a little bit bigger in scale. So it's just, money gets you different things in different places. So, but yeah, it was great. It was beautiful and neat, and I'm glad I got to experience it. There was a lot of that in Minneapolis. I'm glad I went, and I'm glad the Hell's Kitchen experience was really nice. I mean, it wasn't an experience; it was food in a building, and it had multiple weirdly just differently themed rooms, like different chairs. Like one set of rooms had these chairs, one set of rooms had a different set of chairs and different set of tables and a different paint scheme, that kind of a thing. It's not like it was, here's the Android suite, here's the Jedi suite. No, it was just like different colors and different paint schemes, all themed around Hell's Kitchen. So yeah, it was, we went there twice. It was good. Second time was for the smash patty burgers. First time was for brunch, which I talked about on Tuesday. So, which is why I'm still riding that giant, huge high. I mean, what a time I had. I don't think I've ever had a roller coaster of emotions the entire time. Don't say the wrong thing, but he wants you to talk about this. So please just don't say the wrong thing, or that kind of stuff. So. Oh, should probably let this sit for a second, maybe. But yeah, we don't have anything. Actually, tonight we're going to go watch the Deadpool movie. I made plans for that, the 10 o'clock showing. So hopefully I've been okay, actually. I've been staying up until like 1:30. The whole time change thing kind of messed with my head, even though I think it wasn't jet lagged or anything like that. It's just an hour. What's an hour? We do that every fall and spring, So, but it wasn't so bad. It's just, we did a lot. And I think my sleep is catching up with the fact that we did quite a bit. We did a lot of walking, but in a lot of different places. So, I mean, we walked from downtown to that flour mill area, where the Mississippi was. And then we walked from from there to several other distanced places. We took the Uber to the Matt's bar for the Juicy Lucy, but then we walked from there to the tram to get back to the hotel, because it's like we were that Uber ride. The individual driving was very kind and observed all of the rules and regulations for the road, but we were sardined in the back of a Toyota Camry because he had some kind of luggage of his own on the front seat, so we couldn't sit in the front seat. So it was a little off-putting in that respect. And that's just enough to be like, you know what? I really don't want to Uber anymore. So we walked a good piece from Matt's bar to the tram system through some very lovely, interestingly landscaped neighborhoods. A lot of people have allowed their front yards to be taken over by wildflowers, and it was actually quite beautiful to see all of these beautiful wildflowers, nice and tall, and with the path leading from the sidewalk to their front doors and that kind of thing. A lot of sunflowers. The tree variation that was planted outside of a house, like down the street, was very interesting. I should have taken pictures of the flowers and whatnot, but I'm just like, I just want to go sit down somewhere about halfway through the walk, because it was a long walk. Yeah. It's interesting how you don't have to add anything to coffee for it to be just a little sweet. Like the honey in this just makes it, the honey flavor in this just makes it, it's not flavored. I keep saying the honey note, it's a note. It's not a flavor. If something is flavored, it means something's been added to it. If it's a note, that means it's inherent in the coffee bean itself because of where it was grown. And that's the difference. I think I've probably mentioned that before. Yeah, a flavor is like they add flavor to Bones Coffee in order to get their flavor combinations, like the tiramisu or this the scotcheroo. This is just a flower around maybe an orange tree, and then the pollination, and then that kind of a thing, and then yeah, it's just where it's grown. So that's a note. As opposed to a flavor. So, but it tastes really nice. And it's just sweet. It has a beautiful sweet taste to it. So, and yeah, there's no bitterness. It's very clean. It's a very clean, tasty medium roast. So, thank you for watching this week. Thank you for letting me talk about my experience. Maybe brag a little bit, but hopefully help you understand and share with you the experience and the joy and the sheer terror every once in a while. I mean, this camera and I are gonna go around. It's a wonder I haven't thrown it out the window yet. Yeah, it just decided it was going to overheat and shut off. And I don't even think it was playing. I even had it in this freezer for like a time in order to get it cool enough to where maybe it would go for 20 minutes and not stop. Well, decided it was going to stop. Anyway, I forget where I left off because I put it in the freezer for a little while. So we'll just, we'll put a pin in it. Maybe I'll remember it next week. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you have a wonderful Friday. I hope your weekend goes really well, whatever plans you may have. We'll be going to watch Deadpool tonight around 10 o'clock. I can't wait. I should be able to survive and stay up late enough to watch it. Reviews are good, but I don't know. People are tiresome with some of the reviews, so I won't get into it here because I'm sure this thing's about to overheat again. So, and that would be a long, lengthy talk about that. So I hope you have a great weekend. We will talk to you next Tuesday. We'll see you later. Bye.